almost falls down. Throws to the end zone. Owen! Owen! Owen!
It will change, and I'm not trying to tell you something. It's going to change. It's not like that, okay? But I want you to understand where I'm coming from. It will change, and it will change because they wanted to change, not because of me. It will change because they want to be champions.
Smith in a gun, the throw on his left hip. Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking, got it, post, and it's good! Touchdown, 49! Vernon Davis with the play of his life. It all comes to this fourth down. 4th and 4 at the San Francisco 10. Ryan in a shotgun. Rodgers to his left. 3 receivers right. Ryan takes the snap. Looking, pressure, throws middle. Broken up by Navarro Bowman. And the 49ers silence the house.
Whoa! Oh, shit. It's a Gold-Blooded Podcast, and we're spilling gobstoppers all over this bitch. That's how we roll. We are here to bring you the number one way to earn Christmas money for your family. Bet the motherfucking ducats and use the Gold-Blooded picks. From our picks last week, we're currently 3-0. We're currently waiting on the outcome of the Sunday night game, which Chris is currently winning, and the Monday night game, which I had picked the Packers. Steve had picked the Eagles. They won. Rob had picked the Saints. They dominated. And Curran had taken the Broncos. They covered over the Lions. With that said, we got some early lines going, and we're going to give you our picks. And that's going to be that.
After last week, I was confident we would end at a 2-to-1 ratio. I'm pretty confident we might make 3-to-1.
3-to-1 ratio?
3 wins to every loss.
That's huge.
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
it's close.
We could be if we both hit, which, it looks like Chris is going to hit, we'll be at 59-21, which is almost 60-20, which is what we would obviously 3-1. So, yeah.
Look at these assholes.
What happened?
Just trying to get any points they can. Down 17-0.
Oh, yeah, that ain't happening.
They can't even do that right.
Yeah, so, you might as well call us fucking 58-21. So, all right, I'm going to give you my pick for the Week 17 of the NFL season. You know what it is. You know who I'm taking. There's only one team and one line that matters in Week 17. It's the Niners. I don't even need to know what the line is. What is it?
2?
Niners favored by 2.
There you go. That's it. Niners to the
2
motherfucking house.
At
Seattle. That's the only line that matters in Week 17.
Nice way to cap off your season. I like it.
It definitely matters the most to me in Week 17.
For sure. I like it.
Steven?
All right. I thought for sure Joe was taking this one. So I will take it. The Bills. Only favored by 1 point. At home, facing the Jets.
Are they playing people, though? That's the thing.
I don't care.
That's fair, too.
I don't care.
It's also a very fair point.
So tell him he's got to pick another.
Well, we got to pick again. Tell him to do better earlier in the season next time so he can bully us with his picks. All right, I'm next, right?
Yep.
I got a couple lined up here. None of them were what you guys have done. I'm going to take Raiders plus 3.5 at Denver.
Okay.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking that or Miami. Miami's getting 15.5 from New England. And I assume that they're not going to play their starters long if they play them at all.
All right. Who's up next? Chris?
Yep. I had the information up here. Hang on. It is going to be...
This is going to be fun when Curran comes back with ones we already picked.
Yeah. Tennessee +1 at the Texans.
he can't take the Niners. Rob, who'd you take? Raiders.
Raiders.
Steve?
I took the Bills.
Bills.
Bills, Niners, Raiders, Tennessee.
Oh, you're telling Curran?
Oh, somebody just did.
Okay.
Okay. Giddy up. All right. With that said, Curran's going to get his pick in at a later, I don't know. They're going to iron
There it is.
those details out.
He's in.
He's in, locked in with what?
Philadelphia Eagles minus 4.5. I assume they're playing the Giants.
They are playing the Giants
At New York.
at the New York Giants. MetLife Stadium.
Who's playing? Eli or Daniel?
Daniel would be my guess. Yeah,
Both
they're
of
going
them?
to start them both.
Stack them up. Pistol formation.
Eli's going to play defense. Just to get out.
Doesn't he already?
Just to get out there, yeah. He definitely plays for the other team, yeah.
More ways than one.
Do we have a mystery quote?
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't Frank Gore play this week?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a older mystery quote, but it is somebody that everybody in this room should know. He is currently a coordinator in the league. And this is from last year.
Was he something prior to being a coordinator?
That might give away the answer.
Yeah. I got more hints for you as we go along. He goes, I'm not looking for a whole lot of friends in life anymore. If I want a friend, I'll buy a Labrador. Former interim head coach.
Rob Ryan?
Nope. But a very prominent coordinator with a questionable past.
Robert Salah?
Nope.
Prominent coordinator with a questionable. Greg Williams.
Yep.
That's great. I'll buy a Labrador. If I want a friend, I'll buy one.
He's a fucking asshole, but I like his theory.
All right, here's another one.
Okay.
This is a former head coach. It can be a great temptation to rest on the field and let the opponent have a play without making him pay for every inch. I must hold his pain where it is. Mine does not matter. The punishment I inflict, his fatigue, and that he is up against something that he does not comprehend is everything.
Who is this? Or like
Jim
what?
Harbaugh.
Yes.
I was going to say Ronnie Lott, but okay.
I was going to say Jimbo Tomasula, but then I was like, that's way too eloquent for Jimbo Tomasula.
And just one more.
I'm 2 for 2, Joe.
You're on fire.
Yeah.
People talk about cold weather, and it'd be tough to catch balls. But the greatest catcher of all time catches everything. It's unbelievable. In the northern snowlands, down to the tropic sunny seas,
We know this.
he's catching the football.
Oh, yeah.
Where they throw a football, he'll be catching it.
Harbaugh.
It's Harbs.
Michael
Yeah, it's
Crabtree.
Harbaugh. Yeah, it was hard for me to get mystery quotes, only 24 hours removed from the last game, but that's what I came up with.
Yeah, if you people don't like it, suck our dicks and send Patreon.
Curran said, I take it. Joe took the Niners.
Yeah. That's right.
What's up next?
What are you going to do?
I don't know. What are we doing?
I'd like to apologize
Oh.
to Joe for laughing at him last week and telling him that the Falcons game meant nothing.
Thank you. I was
Because
wondering.
now it does matter.
I was wondering if I knew it mattered.
I didn't
knew there
see
was a
Seattle losing to Arizona.
My theory was, and I could not articulate this last week because I listened back, and then when you explained it earlier what it meant, it all kind of made sense to me. I knew there was a scenario that could develop that game would cost us something, and it seemed like such a silly game to lose. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah, had we won that game, then we would be in the driver's seat
then
to a bye.
we could be resting for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. Not that I don't know if
Or
that's
3
a good.
weeks.
I don't even know if that's a good thing.
Right.
But we could have been.
Right.
Yep.
Our path would have been easier. I mean, you would always think beating the Falcons at home is easier than going into Seattle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that this was supposed to happen in some way, kind of like divine intervention. Like, this was meant to be. We were supposed to go up to Seattle in Week 17 in a must-win scenario because when was the last time we won in Seattle? It was with Jim Harbaugh all the way back in 2011 before Seattle even turned the corner and became a contender. I believe in that game we ended up winning, and the quarterback that they were playing was Tavares Jackson, if you recall. That was before Russell Wilson even started a game. That was before they even drafted Russell Wilson. We have not won a game in Seattle since Russell Wilson.
Let's play out a few scenarios. If we beat Seattle, we have a bye, right?
Yep.
The wild cards would be Seattle and Minnesota, theoretically.
Yep.
They would go on the road to play Philly or Dallas.
Philly or Dallas.
And Green Bay.
Yep.
Right? Those are both on the road.
Yep.
So that means I gotta do the numbers here. Which ones would be the number 1 seed?
Mm-hmm.
The Saints would be the number 2 seed.
Correct.
So depending on who won those games,
I'm not sure if the Saints could potentially lose it to
doesn't
another team.
Well, it's theoretically.
Yeah.
So if the Packers would then be the 3, the shitty team from the East would be the 4. Seahawks would be 5, Minnesota 6.
Yep.
Right? So 6 would play. So Minnesota would play Green Bay. That's hilarious. And Seattle would play in
back-to-back weeks
in Dallas or Philly.
Yep.
That would be great. And then so depending on who wins, we'd get one of them at home, which is fine. Not worried about that. But if we lose to Seattle, that's where it gets interesting.
I don't want to go to Philly.
We become the 5, and then we got to go to play
Most likely
Dallas
Philly.
or Philly.
It's looking like Philly because Philly won today, and all they have to do next week is beat the Giants, which who the fuck knows? They could fuck that up.
So then if we beat them, that would make us, if Green Bay beat Minnesota, that would make us the lower seed. We'd have to go into Seattle again. Or if we were the lower seed, we'd have to go into New Orleans again.
Yep.
And then if we won that, we'd have to go to the other one.
This is big.
Whew, yeah, it's pretty big.
Getting the bye week to rest your guys.
Yeah, sleeping in your own bed, the whole thing.
And
it's not just the bye week. It's home field throughout.
No matter what.
It goes from like everything on the road to everything at home and a bye.
And I
That's
think
a pretty big fucking swing.
They showed the graphic since 2001, 14 Super Bowl. I'm not sure if the exact quote or the exact stat. 14 Super Bowl champs in the last 20-something years were first seeds.
Oh, wow. How about that? But they were all the Patriots, though.
Yeah, right. No, it's a fucking big deal.
Yeah.
They need to beat Seattle.
Well, of course it's a big deal because theoretically it's going to go through either the Saints or the Seahawks, and those are two places you don't want to play on the road if you don't have to.
Yep.
And Green Bay even.
I mean, could they still run the gamut even if they lose? Sure, but it's a hell of a lot more difficult.
It's gonna. It's
a 3-game winning streak to get to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
3 games. Yep. Got to win 3 games starting right now. And if we lose this one, then we got to win 3 more.
Right.
To get to the Super Bowl.
4 more.
3 more to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because if you win next week, then you get a bye. Then you only got to play 3 games to win a Super Bowl.
But if you lose,
then you got to play 4 games.
No, I meant starting right now. Right. We either have to win 3 to get into the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Or if we lose next week, then we have to win 3 to get into the Super Bowl. Not to win.
I got you.
Just to get in.
I got you.
Once we get in, it's over. We're gonna crush the AFC team.
Yep.
We're gonna fuck them. We're gonna fuck them with our will.
I would really like the Patriots to beat.
And speaking of the AFC, Ravens' injury to Mark Ingram looked not good.
I would really love the Patriots to beat them, just to get the Jimmy G.
Oh, the Jimmy Brady fucking Super Bowl.
Just for that.
Pass that up.
That'd be so cool.
Well, the NFL is gonna put the fix in on that.
I know
it doesn't. Cool.
It doesn't have the same sizzle as far as like on the field performance wise, but just storylines.
Yeah, and like the way we played Baltimore, like that rematch.
Yes.
That's what really scares me is having to play those games in a row like that again. Like, is it if we had to go to New Orleans again and then we have to play the Ravens? Like those were emotional games.
Yep.
Oh, that's what scares me about those.
All right, moving on to we've been pretty much continuing.
Yeah.
All right.
Keys to victory.
Keys to victory. The key to victory this week is you cannot go the entire game without getting a single sack. I understand that pressures is where it's at. You'd rather have 10 pressures and no sacks than 2 sacks and 2 pressures. But you need to get them behind the chains and force them into shit like 3rd and 16s and see how they do. You need to be able to get Russell Wilson down on the ground and make him rethink about running certain ways. You cannot go 3 weeks in a row without a single sack. That is just unacceptable compared to what this team was in the beginning first half of the season. And I understand that you're missing D Ford and you're missing DJ Jones and you're missing Ronald Blair and all those rotational guys, but you got to get home. You got to silence the crowd in some sort of fashion. And that you got to get to Russell Wilson. You got to stop him because they're not going to have Chris Carson next week. He's done for the year. Rashad Penny is out for the year. Their running back room is pretty much nothing right now. Tyler Lockett hasn't looked the same since he suffered a knee injury, I think, back in our game when we played him in Week 10. And they really don't have much besides Russell Wilson. You stop Russell Wilson, you stop the Seattle Seahawks.
I would agree with that statement.
I'm okay with no sacks as long as he's getting up off the ground.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say the key to victory is getting this running game back to where we want it to be. It'd be a good week to tune that back up. Matt Breida had no touches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of abandoned the run when the fucking wheels fell off.
And Mostert is clearly the bell cow right now.
Breida's coming off a game where he had 2 fumbles and 3 plays in facing Atlanta.
I think the key here is getting back to dominating the line of scrimmage and running the football and smashing them.
Yes, especially if they're without Jadeveon Clowney. Even with Jadeveon Clowney, I think that we could. I think that this is going to be a much different game than the one that was played in Week 10.
Yeah.
Even though that we've suffered some injuries since then and we're not the same, I would rather play in Seattle with George Kittle than in San Francisco without George Kittle.
Yeah, and I want to see a game where at halftime we're comfortable and we're like, okay, and now we can start thinking about a bye week and the playoffs.
Well, I don't think you'll be able to account like Russell Wilson out in Seattle by halftime, but maybe at the end of the third.
I do think you will be able to.
I would love that. My key to victory is the San Francisco football 49ers have to win the turnover battle, and they have to do it in a way that minimizes their turnovers. They have to turn the ball over less than once, and they also have to take the ball from them, obviously, but they can't turn the ball over more than once. That's my key to victory.
We seem to play better when Jimmy turns the ball over a few times.
God,
I don't know what that is.
A Richard Sherman pick 6 to seal the game. How fucking
How big would his dick grow to?
Couldn't write that up any better.
He would just fuck. Oh my god, it would be
ready to sling.
Orgasm.
Slang them.
Oh, man.
This week nominees: Joey Hunt, Jordan Ruse, and Pat Ruel.
Get ready.
So we have coach.
There is no
C for center. Center, right? Joey Hunt center, Jordan Ruse guard, and then Pat Ruel assistant offensive line coach.
Sometimes when we play a team twice, it's hard to find 3 more. This team, we could play them 7 times.
Holy shit.
We could play this team 7 times, and I could give you 3 good choices.
What?
And I never reuse a choice, even if they didn't get picked.
Right.
I'm telling you, we could play this team every week, and I could come up with 3 new choices.
All right. Yeah. There he is. Yep. Okay, now let's see this one. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. The little content that we have counts for much more. All right. It's settled. Assistant coach Pat Ruel.
Am I ready?
Assistant offensive line
I don't
coach.
know. I don't know if you're ready.
Or can I look?
Sure.
He's a cop. He's an Irish cop from Boston. Oh, but maybe not. Maybe he's just a
He's fucking Jimbo Thomasula's brother.
Right?
Look at him.
Yeah, like he's definitely like blue collar Billy. Like this guy's in the plumbing warehouse just smelling like coffees and cigars, pissed off they don't have his 90-degree right angle fitting or whatever the fuck he
fucking
needs.
mustache.
Yeah, that mustache smells like assholes and smoke.
This is another team,
So
by
he's
the
got
way.
one with a gray mustache, and then one's. You think he dyed his mustache
look
black
at his
in that
hair.
picture?
Yeah,
That is
Oh,
the
yeah.
most dyed hair you've
For
ever
sure.
seen.
Oh yeah.
That's hair color for men, and
So-
he gets his shitty abused wife to do it. She's like hand shy. You raise your
That's a-
hand to his wife, she ducks.
That's a picture from the newspaper after a cop gets arrested for DUI.
Oh yeah, DUI murder. Yeah, man.
It's like blurry as from his high school picture or
Yeah.
something.
or is like graduate from the whatever.
This is another team. Can you just Google Seattle Seahawks coaching staff? This is another one. Where do you see this staff?
Okay.
And then the
There's-
first link when you scroll down. Nope. That link there will bring up a page that's got all of them.
Well, there's that dick.
Yeah. Just look at that guy, first of all. That guy's a rapist.
Brian Schneider.
We trashed him last time.
Oh yeah,
that's the
Brennan
kid.
Carroll.
That must be the other kid.
That's his kid that killed himself.
Nah, that's
Remember?
the one. Hey, he's dead. They just leave him up there
that-
honorary.
just wait. Just
he's
wait.
just there honorary.
Not bad, Ro. Keep going. Look at this
Oh,
guy.
Pat Macker, he's a creep.
Look at this guy here. Then there's Jimbo.
Pat Ruel.
Look at that guy. Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
And then look at this guy.
He used to be with the Niners, right?
This guy's on fucking crystal meth for sure.
Jamie Yankchar.
That guy is
Yanchar.
100% on crystal meth.
Yeah. And Jimmy Van Duck is getting fucked hard. Or Danny Van Duck. Yeah.
Danny Van Duck.
He's,
That's his name.
he's,
What
he's,
the
What the
fuck?
fuck kind of name is that?
I'm telling you, he's a gay boy.
Ugh.
It's
Yeah.
okay, though.
Seattle Seahawks.
Fuck them. If I was in the professional football business and they offered me a job, I'd turn it down out of spite.
If you told me that was a picture of Jim Thomasula, I would have believed you.
Or at least his brother. I would never work for them as an organization.
Yeah, he could definitely pass for his fucking brother. For sure.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right.
I love his wife.
Just a quick glance at the other nominees.
I love Karen Tomasula there. Oh, who's that cock?
Jordan Ruse.
Fuck you.
Yeah, with his man bun. Yeah, and here's fucking
Ooh.
this guy.
Meatloaf. Here's Meatloaf.
What the fuck? Look at this big bear, locks flowing, panty provy smelling motherfucker. Good for him. That is the most beautiful hair on a man I've ever seen. What a dick. Ugh, he looks like a penis with a wig.
Don't we all, technically?
Pretty much, but he more than others.
All right, so
Like he really looks like an erect penis. Maybe even a soft penis. I don't know. Especially when he's clean shaven.
A beautiful one, either way.
Yeah, good, nice, thick, veiny member.
we got some reviews.
Yeah, you cunt.
Get 'em
Some?
up.
I'm gonna
More than one?
dose,
Dose. We got 2 reviews.
and one of them is
Lengthy. Detailed.
girthy.
Girthy. We got a girthy review.
Yeah. We're gonna start with
Send us your girthy reviews and lengthy emails.
We're gonna start with the girth. It's from Mikey McDangerface,
Boy, the Bears really suck, huh?
and the what's the score? Still 17.
0.
And the title is Matt Matterson is my spirit animal.
That's the title of the review?
Yeah.
Correct. And this is a story. Gold-blooded podcast then, gold-blooded podcast now. No other fan podcast can match the intensity and genuine love of the 49ers like this one. These dudes keep me going through the highs and the low lows with hilarious takes like my wife is already wet after we signed Jimmy G. And I still love Horsecock. Jimmy G's nickname is now Horsecock on this show. More funny takes. I went out in my Niners gear even though I knew I'd probably end up in jail. With the response, what you described as a mental health issue. Aside from the jokes, they really know their stuff and can back it up with stats and are genuine in their appreciation for Niners ball. Definitely the podcast of choice for nutcase Niner fans. I played the previously described hottest takes for my lady, so she knows there are Niner fans out there even more deranged for this team than myself. She laughs along too and is becoming a fan. Thanks, guys. Also, I love when they read the fan emails. A Matt Matterson voicemail really makes my day.
Us too.
Well, Mikey McDangerface, we appreciate the kind words and the 5 stars, and we're glad that you and your wife can listen to our audio art together. Maybe you guys make sweet love to it. That'd be cool. Kind of weird, but all right. Review number 2 from Anthony Scott, 1990. Best podcast out there. These guys are fantastic. I never thought anybody would use the word fantastic in relation
No, these
to
douches are awesome seems more fitting.
Yeah. Not fantastic. That's a great...
Douches are awesome.
Perfect balance of football and goofy humor. Goofy humor. It's typically like rape
Goofy.
jokes and fucking
Shit and piss
urine
and cock.
drinking. Yeah. Come.
It's literally just an exhibition of what's his name, 7 words you can't say.
Yeah, like we're pushing it as okay. A must listen for any 49ers fan or football fan in general. All right.
Yeah, I would say maybe just Niner fans.
Yeah, I think so. But all right.
Now,
Emails. Get your
particulars.
emails.
Email us, goldbloodedpodcast@gmail.com. We're a little light on emails this week. It's, like I said, less than 24 hours since the game was actually over.
We're still riding high on a victory.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck off. It's a holiday. Give us a break.
Instagram, Gold-Blooded Podcast, one word, no underscores. Twitter, Gold-Blooded Pod. Patreon, go to patreon.com/Gold-Blooded Podcast and donate to us. Reviews, just got 2 more, hoping for 2 next week. 5-star reviews.
2 a week.
Come on, 2 a week.
For the, until the Super Bowl,
Until infinity.
motherfuckers. Yeah.
Yep.
Steal your girlfriend's phone and leave one from
So
there.
the week before, how many reviews did we have?
None.
And how did the Niners do?
They won.
No.
Oh, the Falcons game, you mean? Yeah.
And this week we had.
2.
And how did the Niners do?
They won.
So, I mean, if you guys want to keep winning, I would keep posting reviews.
Yeah.
If not, and you don't care about the team winning, then don't post reviews.
I mean, Rob, I think it's a perfect time to bring this up again for any new listeners that we had acquired over the course of the last 5 years.
Okay.
But do you remember your old ritual?
Of course I do.
Would you like to tell everybody what you used to do before every single game?
Not really. It's a little bit embarrassing. But you can embarrass me with it if you like. It makes me feel kind of stupid.
Wait, which one was this?
Quite honestly.
Was this the Seattle thing?
Yeah.
Yep. So Rob, as a housewarming gift from a friend, was gifted.
I like this better too because I get to correct any inaccuracies.
Yes.
But it's good.
He was gifted. I want to call it a throw pillow. Would that be an accurate
Smaller.
description?
It's smaller.
It's smaller than
it's
a
more
throw
like an
pillow.
accent pillow.
You would put it on
It's
a
a
mantle.
visual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't put it on a man.
Now,
Someone would.
this pillow has absolutely nothing to do with football. I don't even remember what it said on it. What did it say?
Little quip or something. Little,
Yeah.
Little
Welcome to our
jokey.
home.
It was jokey.
All right.
Something jokey.
Happy
Had a-
wife, happy life.
Yeah.
It was goofy. It was funny.
The only problem with this pillow was that it was blatant Seattle Seahawks colors.
Correct. The front of it was like a cross stitch with multiple colors, but the back was definitely Seahawks blue, and the stitching was definitely Seahawks green.
So, I don't know how this tradition started. Maybe Rob can clear that up. But before every single 49ers game, he would take the pillow and throw it down the hallway.
Out of sight. I believe it was the first game of the year, and I looked up and saw it and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. This fucking thing is not going to be here during a 49er football game. And I think I just yucked it down the hall, and then they won.
Yep.
And that was it.
And they just kept on winning.
Not even. I think even after a loss, I still kept doing it because I don't know, something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Mental illness.
So, let me take this minute to give everybody the green light. What is the weirdest thing that you've done, superstition-wise, regarding the 49ers? It could have just been a one-game thing, or it could be something that you've done for 20 years.
I know this wasn't weird, and I know I've discussed it before, or it's definitely just weird, but after losses, we used to smash things in my parents' front yard, like radios and TVs and stuff.
Expensive stuff that
Well, no, like pawn shop stereos.
Okay.
Like, we would go buy a $10 like big boom box and just leave it out in the front yard, and then when they inevitably, when Dennis Erickson was leading the team to that, fantastic 2-14 season.
That was right after Mariucci, right?
Yeah, a couple those few years we grabbed, but like right before the Alex Smith draft, we would grab sticks and run out front and smash said items while my father disappointingly stood and yelled at us on the front porch to make sure we cleaned the shit up.
That had less to do with superstition and more to do with alcoholism, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we would fight club one another after losses.
That's my favorite one.
As I've grown older,
they would fist fight.
Yeah,
right,
like children.
Right in the front.
Beyond like children. No, like grown men.
Yeah, like grown men.
But had no reason to actually be fist fighting. Like, if they said they went out and found fans of the other team and fist fought them, it's still crazy, but it makes a little bit more sense. They were just both 49ers fans fist fighting each other.
Beating
like
the fuck out of one another in my front yard.
I mean, I guess one of you was going to have a victory that way.
No, we both lost.
Okay.
Because then there were days where we just put ourselves in a chair and we'd have Sandy B punch us. We have my girlfriend and we'd each sit in a chair. We'd each get our own lawn chairs and we'd be sitting out there passing a bottle, and I'd hold the bottle and she'd whack him, and then I'd give him the bottle and she'd fucking turn around and whack me.
Steve, what do you think a mental health professional would have to say about this?
They would say that you're not paying me enough to solve this problem. My hourly rate just doubled.
Yeah.
After a loss.
After a loss, yeah.
You would willingly sit in the chair and get hit by your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend at the time?
She was my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
And she would punch us both. And then
she probably had a good punch too.
Oh yeah, she was a college athlete. Like yeah, she could throw she could probably throw a ball farther
and
than
a softball player.
College.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Catcher. You let a softball.
Sturdy.
She was a catcher, Papa.
You let a softball player just punch you in the face.
She was sturdy.
I mean, when I tell you, she probably hit us each between 5 and 8 times each.
Because you wanted it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I bet your girl hits pretty good. She looks like she could throw a punch if she needed to.
Yeah.
My wife could throw a punch if she needed to. Baby, I wouldn't be too worried about a punch from her as much. I'd be worried about like a vicious attack from her, but not like a straight on jab punch. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no straight punch.
Like
yeah.
I wouldn't be worried.
If she
but
gave
like his girl, I bet she could throw a punch.
Totally, yeah.
But this was like,
this
one could throw a punch. I bet.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now, is it because you wanted your physical pain to match the emotional pain that you were feeling?
Steve, what the fuck?
Do you think there was any thought involved, Steve?
Yeah. Then there was another time. I could tell you that. Here's another time.
No, but I'm hoping there was.
I'm going to say it goes back to childhood neglect and abuse.
This was an early season and might even have been a preseason loss, because it was still warm out. I remember
preseason loss.
It was warm. So me and this dude had it out. Like we were. I don't know how to describe the fighting. We weren't punching, but we were aggressively taking one another down and wrestling in a very extreme, violent fashion. And there was a guy there watching this. There was only 3 of us. There was one guy who was just standing around watching this, and he was a corrections officer. And he gave me a ride home. Me and this dude had we watched the game at Buffalo Wild Wings. Then we went straight from Buffalo Wild Wings to this dude's front yard. We took off our button-down shirts and just fucking fought for 30 or 40 minutes. Like, it was a fucking battle. We were both tired, gave each other a dab, got in the front seat of the fucking corrections officer's car, and he took me home, and he looked at me and he goes, "You two are fucking psychopaths." He's like, I deal with real life. He's like, "You two are fucked." He's like, "I'm taking you home, and I never really want to see you again." And I've never really seen the guy again after that. Yeah, man. I mean, it was some tough years, man. The Niners sucked.
As I've gotten older, I've definitely grown way less superstitious. I used to wear, if they had won and I had been wearing a certain outfit or a certain jersey, I would make sure I wore that jersey next week.
Ooh.
But it's kind of, I just don't really feel superstitious that much anymore.
Okay, time to read emails. What's the first one?
No, we didn't. We didn't even do predictions. We're all fucked up. All right, that's good. You didn't even do an email yet. All right, predictions.
I'll go. I got mine written down.
Go for it.
35-10.
Whoa, a statement.
Yeah, we're blowing them out. Also because that was my prediction last week, and now I don't have to rewrite it.
36-26.
All right. I'm saying.
Steve going to pick a loss?
Imagine.
He's got the season wrapped
Imagine I go the entire season.
up. He's already got the season wrapped up, so.
If he picks a loss, him and I are fist fighting out there next time we record.
Could he just abstain from making a pick, like how you rest your starters? Like he's like,
Right,
I already
yeah.
won the season.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this one off.
No, I got to pick. Life is just simply not good enough for this to end up being a blowout by the Niners, as much as I would love for that to be.
After halftime, we don't even have to watch, Steve.
Imagine blowing them out and then being able to rest our starters in this game anyway. That would be amazing.
That 35-10, our 35 is going to be in the first half, and their 10 is going to be in the second half.
Oh my God, I would love nothing more, but there's no way. I'm saying a 49ers victory by a score of 23-17.
My dick. Chris?
28-22 Niners.
28-22? Yep. Okay. Papa. What did Curran say?
What'd you say, 28-22?
I got Curran. Curran said 35-28.
Wow, lots of 30s.
Okay. First email from none other than just the true voice of this podcast.
The heart and soul.
Matt Matterson, titled, "To Defend Myself."
In the recent episode, Chris Johnson pointed out that his girlfriend doesn't believe that I am not a real person. I am trying to give this crew a good roast and provide humor the cleanest way possible by not saying shit or fuck a lot. Let's face it, there are a lot of people that listen to this podcast. There are. And there has to be at least one person to be clean. Has anyone seen Good Morning Vietnam? I believe that am a better version of the lieutenant who tries very hard to be funny and play polka music on the radio show. That said, I am out, really. Does anyone want to just discuss what's going on here?
Okay, I
Was
might
that a-
get
was
I
that
might
a-
get roasted for this myself.
Was that
but
a purpose double negative?
I really need someone to explain the whole Good Morning Vietnam thing because I've never seen that movie.
Okay, so there's a character in that movie that, if I remember correctly, that was just Robin Williams played kind of an off-the-cuff, wacky type of radio host who was on the dirty side, you know what I mean? But especially for military radio. And then there was one guy who was super clean cut and did it by the book, and I think that's what Matterson's trying to say. I don't know. The whole thing. They said they didn't think he's real, and he explains himself that he's just clean. Like, I don't understand.
I didn't get it.
Okay. It's all good. Next email.
Gustavo.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Gustavo.
Wait.
It's right there if you want it.
Yeah, I don't like reading off there. Fuck it. This is sent. It says fuck salads. This is sent beginning fourth quarter. Win or lose, I'm playing blame game. Whoever said salad is trash and hiding behind talent, I am with him. This man's play calls all game have been trash. That's all till after the game. Okay, Gustavo.
Fuck salads could go two different ways. It could be like if you don't like salads, well, fuck salads.
Yeah.
Or it could be like a fuck salad.
I will say this. If Robert Saleh gets hired as a head coach, I think he goes one and done. Like, he reminds me of, like, a Tom Sula experiment.
Yeah, he
I'm
needs
not
to stay right the fuck where he
No,
is.
he's the polar opposite of a Tom Sula experiment. The whole reason Tom Sula was a joke is because the guy couldn't put a sentence together.
Right.
And Salah's the exact opposite.
Yes.
He's very well spoken and well put together.
I just
And
don't...
I think if Saleh were to get a job, he would put a staff together that would make him look good, and he can talk.
I think he would try to put a staff together that would make him look good, but I think that he would struggle getting a staff because,
fair.
he hasn't been in the league.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere
long.
this year anyway.
Yeah. He's worked in successful places.
I mean, they always look at teams if they get to the Super Bowl or if it goes well.
Yeah.
But
And I'll tell you what, if we lose Robert Saleh, I don't really think that they would have a problem filling that role with somebody else that's been on the staff.
Yeah, or
probably Dan Quinn.
Yeah, right?
Or finding somebody that's completely capable to do that job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe Quinn and Saleh could just switch jobs.
How fucking weird would that be?
All right, next email is from the other. If Matt Matterson is the heart and soul of this organization, and this is the piss and the piss and vinegar. This is just Joe, bro. Wow.
Holy moly, guacamole, in my shoes. Beaners like to eat beans. That was one. You guys want to say puppy cunts or no?
Get out my game, kid.
Do you want to say? Just say puppy cunts real quick, please.
All right, let's get out. Help me pick up your mess.
All right, say puppy cunts real fast. Puppy cunts. Joseph, you want to say puppy cunts? Oh, well, at least you're nice. Margot, you want to say puppy cunts?
Puppy cut.
There we go. All right.
No, thank you.
Oh man, what a game, right? I don't know, but I know we won. But my thing is, I feel like sometimes Shanahan is holding back on the offensive calls. Maybe that's just me because I think he's just getting Garoppolo ready for the playoffs and throwing pressure situations. I'm just glad we're done with Aaron Donald. Man, guys.
Somebody get hit with a
Kittle
ball in
was
the
clutch.
background?
Bourne. Man, I've been on Bourne. Clutch. Sanders clutch. Friggin' I don't. Oh man, where was Breida? I don't look. Jimmy was clutch. Oh, I'm emotionally drained. Puppy cunts, puppy cunts, puppy cunts, puppy cunts, puppy cunts, puppy cunts. And a couple of horse cocks. And Kittle and Debo and sure. Oh man. We need our defense. We need all of our defensive people back. Seattle game. I don't think Seattle's. I know. I've been saying like we're gonna whoop these people, but Seattle. We didn't have Kittle and we only had Sanders for what? A little bit. We didn't have Gold. Like I think we're gonna smash these fools. Puppy cuts. Okay. Are you sure you guys don't want to say puppy cuts again?
Puppy cut.
There we go. Shannon?
Here we go.
She mad at me.
So he thinks that it's all that Shanahan is purposely holding us back to put Jimmy in high pressure situations to prepare him for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Wouldn't that be something if we were that good that we would set ourselves up to get out of the trouble so that we're ready for the really tough games?
We know we can do it when it matters. Yeah. All right, well, Just Joe Bro is going to chime in again. How rude is the title? And then it says Higbee, which I don't know what that means. So
I just
That's a
got
player
I just got a Bleacher Report update titled Mahomes' Epic Touchdown Celebration. I think Rob was watching this happen.
He was like
and you were-
counting something.
It says Pat Mahomes counted on his fingers to let the Bears know where he landed in the draft, reminding them that they took Mitch Trubisky at number 3, and he was taken by Kansas City at number 10.
So he was counting how many spots after?
7.
Yeah, 2 hands. That's 10. Or how many spots he fell? I don't know how many numbers he did, but whatever.
That's pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Imagine drafting
So somebody had to,
Trubisky
like,
over
think
Patrick Mahomes and
somebody had to,
Deshaun
like,
Watson.
Think it through too, and like, all right,
I'm sure
we
he
did
thinks
10.
about it every single day.
No, I mean like whoever like posted that, they had to go 10. What's a significance
right?
of
Like,
10?
how does he know the answer?
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I want to know, it wasn't just me. No, I know it wasn't just me because everyone in my household heard it. But I was getting sick and tired of that freaking announcer sitting there talking about the Rams tight end Higbee, I guess his name is, and comparing him to Kittle. Oh, I know you Niner fans, the faithful isn't going to like to hear this, but this guy's having a Kittle-type game. What? Are you freaking serious? How dare you even compare any tight end to Kittle? Kittle is clutch. Kittle is like a beast. Kittle is Kittle in bits and bits and bits. And that dude Higbee probably doesn't even have a nickname. Higbee doesn't get recognized by The Rock. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? What a disgrace to even put Higbee's name. Is that the right word? Is that the right name? Because you don't even know this guy's name, and they're putting him in the same sentence as Kittle. I had my buddy calling me, "Oh, I hate Kittle. And he's a Cowboys fan. And the Rams fan that was with them was like, we hate Kittle. But I don't even know your tight end's name. Higbee? What the heck is a Higbee? Like, did you throw that up? What was that? What'd you eat? I had a bad Higbee for dinner. Like, how dare that announcer put Higbee, whatever be, tight end, the freaking losers, in the same conversation as Kittle. And then Kittle just turned around and said, "What? Can you smell what the Niners? Okay."
Did you see that? Did you see The Rock reposted?
I did.
Kittle?
Yeah.
Here, Just Joe, ask your Cowboys friend how Malcolm Smith looks in coverage. Because he got fucking blown the fuck out today.
Is that what happened? I didn't get to watch much of it.
I watched some of the game because it mattered to me for some money. And I know for sure the defense lined up in some fucked up way where Malcolm Smith ended up covering a receiver. And he looked like me or you covering a receiver. It was not pretty.
All right, last email before we're going to depart for the holiday. It's from Gustavo Sanchez. Sorry, was drunk. Last email, I was highly intoxicated and angry. Sorry about that. LOL.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah,
write this prestigious podcast
Where
while
do
drunk.
you get off? Game was way closer than it should have been, and the bootleg was eating us alive. Offensive Beast of the Week got to be Sanders for burning Ramsey for the clutch play to win us the game. And Defensive Beast of the Week goes to Steady All-Pro Freddy for the clutch-ass
That's got a nice
six.
ring to it, and it uses both of your nicknames.
Yeah.
Steady All-Pro Freddy.
Yeah.
Headed to Seattle next and flex into Sunday night as I anticipated. I predict another close one at 24-27. We win, and I celebrate belligerently as we clutch the number 1 seed. Might even break out some rails for the occasion and get real wild. Fuck Russell Wilson and the click he claims. All right, Gustavo, I like the attitude and the energy you're bringing to this thing.
This thing.
That reminds me, I didn't watch it yet, but I got another update earlier in the day, and it was headlined, Ramsey throws his teammate under the bus.
Yeah, somebody said that to us, I think, right? Or no, maybe it was just the headline.
Poor coverage.
Yeah,
did you watch it? What did he say?
Yeah, he basically, they asked him about the play, I think, and he said,
Yeah.
he basically just, like the stuff that you would say in a meeting room about how the play broke down.
Yeah.
He basically told the media that he had underneath and the safety was supposed to have over the top and didn't.
Yeah.
It just basically said
Yeah,
it was the
very
safety's
blunt
fault.
about it, but he wasn't.
It was not what you do. You definitely don't do that in a press
He didn't protect
conference.
his team.
Yeah.
You don't do that in a press conference.
Right.
You say, we'll have to look at it on the film or something like that. But he
Right.
basically called out the other guy for blowing the coverage.
Right. And he did it on TV, too, the minute it
Oh, yeah.
happened. He was more concerned about getting his teammate's face that I'm not even sure that he touched. It's been discussed a little bit whether Emmanuel Sanders was even touched down.
Oh, yeah.
That I don't even think Ramsey touched him. He was so concerned about going to his teammate to tell him that he fucked up.
Interesting.
Yeah, what a great fucking dude you guys acquired
He's a
there.
shitbag anyways.
And you know what? The Rams don't have a first-round pick until 2021 or 2022, I believe. And not only that, do you know what Jared Goff's cap hit next year is? First, I'm going to tell you
everything.
First, I'm going to tell you Jimmy Garoppolo's cap hit next year is $26 million. Do you know how much Jared Goff's is next year?
126.
$35 million.
Wow. With that said, Merry Christmas to us. Happy holidays to y'all.
And fuck the Rams.
Fuck all the other teams in the NFL. Yeah, and get down for the holiday. We'll see you in the new year, I think, right? Or I don't know when the fuck we'll see you, but it'll be in the playoffs, so fuck off, bitches. Happy holidays. Ho, ho, ho.